I don't get what this is about. You got my head spinning on my shoulders.
G'day team, Shaden here from Mooch Style. Today we have another tutorial for you guys, and it is involving this piece of recycled Rimu. So what we're going to be doing is we are going to be making chopping boards. So I've been looking for Christmas presents for everyone, and my whole family are just full of entertainers. So the perfect thing we could do for them is help them entertain. So I'm going to be making them some chopping boards. Rather than buying some, I thought I would give it a go myself. I've never made one. I've consulted the old oracle that is YouTube, and I'm pretty sure I'm now qualified to make a chopping board. Righto team, let's start. Awesome, so now that it's been through the thicknesser, I'm going to give it a sand. Just quickly, if you don't have a thicknesser, it's no drama, you don't actually need one. You can use a sander for that. I'm going to be using the cordless Ryobi sander. This is part of their 1+ range. Super easy to use. Righto team, I'm going to chuck my face mask on and crack it. Surprise, surprise team, my clamps are too small for the width of the timber. So what I've done is I've just made up a little jig, as you can see here. So I've just got some leftover screws, and what I'm doing is I just push in so it still has that pressure that it would with a standard clamp. Yep, they're not going anywhere. That's awesome. Okay team, it has been a day and I am back to check on our boards, and everything's looking really good. So I've got the long servery board, which is awesome. And I've also got this one here, which I will just slip out of the mold now. And that is like just a standard chopping board. So what I'm gonna do is run it through the thicknesser. If you don't have a thicknesser, just use a sander, that's fine. The reason I'm doing that is just to allow for any variance, because we didn't have a flat surface to clamp it against. So pretty easy, I'll just run it through and then we'll get into the detailing. Awesome, so they came out really, really nice. So you can see that it's got a really smooth finish to it, which is awesome. And this one here as well. So that's great. So now what I'm going to do is just shape them up. This one here, I'm actually going to use an existing chopping board that we have that is a similar size in terms of the width. And I'm going to trace out the handle and give this one a handle. And I'll just round the edges with the sander as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Team, it is looking so sharp. Check this out. That looks so good. So what I've done is I've just gone over it with the Hayden duster brush. These things are amazing for renovations too, and obviously DIY jobs. So you just go over, give it a good once over, and then we are ready to apply the oil. Mineral oils are the best for this. I actually went to Bunnings and asked them what is food grade, and they actually mentioned that Danish oil, which we had already in the garage, is perfect. So we love how Danish oil brings out Rimu, so we're going to be using this today. I apply Danish oil with a rag, so you just make sure it's nice and thick over it, give it one coat, and then just gently wipe it off. Let it dry and then coat it again, because that way you're going to get all the spots you've missed. Cool, I'm pretty confident I have given it a decent coat now. And now what I'm going to do is just place it here in the sun, let it dry for about 3 hours, and then when I come back I'll give it a really good wipe down, and then I'll give it another coat. But while there's drying team, it comes the fun part. So I have drilled a hole in this chopping board, and the reason for that is because I went and bought some leather offcuts to put a strap in here just to make it look a little bit rustic and just add something creative to the chopping board. Well, there it is, team, my very first chopping board. I'm pretty excited to make some more of these to gift to people in the future. It's a fun and easy project to do during the weekend, and it's also very cool to be using recycled products as well. If you have any comments, hit up the DMs below and we will get back to you. And don't forget to like. Thanks so much, team.